This is the contract with Moderna. Pfizer is even worse. At least here you can see the page number.
And I have to say, wow, so much has happened since our press conference back in November of last year.
Why would any government in the world, in Europe, want to do that? To experiment on its own people, not knowing what will happen in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. It's a total disaster.
Do US journalists or US people feel safe when the head of the European Commission is negotiating personally with the CEO of a private company?
This is not science, this is not good governance, this is an execution of vaccine business plan, and the President of the European Commission acts as the chief sales representative of this business. According to the official declaration of interest of President von der Leyen, her husband, Heiko von der Leyen, is the medical director of a biopharmaceutical company. He is also an advisor to another company, consulting firm for German and European healthcare market.
People are rising to defend freedom, democracy and the rule of law.
Aujourd'hui, plus d'1 million de cas d'effets indésirables sont répertoriés par l'EMA, l'Agence médicale européenne. 1 million sans compter ceux qui ne sont pas transmis, car il y a beaucoup de réticence de la part des médecins à le faire. Dans ces rapports, on voit que des enfants font des AVC, des enfants font des myocardites, des enfants font des péricardites, des enfants font des maladies auto-immunes à cause de vaccins anti-Covid pour une maladie qui ne les concerne pas.
We became objects of these people. They strip away our rights because they have commercial agreements. This is unacceptable.
What we have here clearly is a pandemic of corruption, and we are determined to get to the bottom of this. And we want European institutions, starting from Ombudsman to many others, to make full investigations. And what we need in Europe is accountability.
The head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, refused to release, to disclose these personal communications between her and the Pfizer CEOs.
People are voicing their opinion on government overreach. They're taking to the street, protesting these illiberal COVID mandates, and they're challenging their governments in ever-increasing numbers.
Un jour, tous ces gens, lobbies, gouvernements, technocrates, médias, complices devront répondre de leurs actes.
In Germany, thousands and thousands of people take strolls every Monday night in hundreds of cities all across the country to express to the German government that they will not tolerate being stripped of their civil rights. In Australia, Italy, France, Austria, New Zealand and Belgium, in pretty much every Western country of the world. And they're doing so despite democratic governments' desperate attempt to shut these protests down by forbidding them, intimidating protesters with brute police force and water cannons, criminalizing governments, critics even going so far as to arresting them.
That the government is there to serve you as citizen, as a person, not for you to serve the government.
And out of all of these movements, it is the Canadian truckers that stand out and shine brightest. Because it was the Canadian truckers, their boldness, their courage, their determination to stand up to their governments. And it was they who inspired so many others all over the world to finally come together and to be determined to put a stop to governments tearing down the very foundation of our democracies.
And with the Prime Minister of Canada, the way he's behaving right now, he's exactly like a tyrant, like a dictator. He's like Ceausescu in Romania. If even you doubt, if you raise doubts about the vaccines, you're outcasted. What's the difference between what he does and what happened under the Inquisition?
And the reason I'm telling you all of this is this. While I might have given hope to people, like I said, it's only half the story. Because the other part of the story is this. I, too, needed hope. I too needed to know that I am not the only one fighting this fight. We all needed this hope. We all did. And this is what you have given us. Hope. Hope that not all is lost yet. Hope that freedom and democracy can still be restored. And it is that hope that nurtures my strength and my determination to keep up fighting on my end of the bargain. Because it is not enough for a handful of MEPs to stand up and tackle this fight. It is not enough. We need you, the people, because you are so infinitely more powerful when it comes to convincing governments that they are not doing the right thing. So please, first of all, thank you for doing all of this, for paying us the strength we need to do our job here. But please stand up to your governments and follow the brave Canadian truckers' lead. They did exactly the right thing. Thank you.